guys and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a November favourites video and I'm sorry, really sorry if it's quite late. It is the 6th of December now, but better late than never. So I'm basically going to talk about a couple of products I've been using. It's not a whole lot of products because I really haven't been using that much stuff. I've kind of let myself go a bit recently, but since my husband's coming over for Christmas and then hopefully I'll be moving there, I'm trying to get back into the routine of using, you know, nice products to pamper yourself with and do my hair and makeup, because normally on a day-to-day basis if I'm going to work I normally just put on a bit of Browsing's eye powder by Benefit, a bit of mascara and a bit of foundation or tinted moisturiser, so I don't really use that much makeup. So it's kind of been a bit tough on what to pick for makeup, but I picked some really good products that you can use and that don't take long to apply, that can give you a little bit more of an awake look, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and also I've had it in my notice on my job that I'm working at the moment, so I'm going to be working part-time from next Thursday, which means I'm going to be able to do a lot more videos, and I'm basically going to have a lot more time to Instagram, to make videos and to really communicate with you a lot more, because at the moment it's kind of like uncertain when I can make a video, whether I've got time or not, so I kind of want to be committed. So I'm going to be working a new job, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I'm going to just get started with the first thing I pick up. So I've been looking at, you know, buying some more brushes that I've never used before, different brands, and I always go on the website love/makeup.com, which Wayne Goss recommends quite a lot and talks about, and I always hear a lot of people talk about the Palladium or Delalium. So isn't that a flower? Okay, anyway, this is what it is basically. These brushes, and they're pretty cheap to buy. I believe a lot of them are synthetic or eco-friendly brushes, whatever you want to call them, and the handles are made from bamboo, I believe. But there's 2 different lines or 3 different lines. There's the professional range, there's the studio line, which is the one with the yellow, and the bamboo or eco one, which is the green. But anyway, I really wanted to get one of these brushes. Now, the one that I wanted was actually the one with the yellow, the studio line one, but they only had this one in stock, and it's really similar to my Sigma P80, which I'll just show you here. So it's like a flat top kabuki brush for buffing on liquid foundation, so it's super similar to that. Actually no, it's really similar, but it's a little bit less dense. As you can see, the hairs on here a little bit more, you know, tighter and more dense, whereas this one's a little bit more fanned out. So I really wanted to try this because I've heard a lot of people talk about it and I absolutely love it, and it's super cheap. It's like £12 or something like that. So yeah, I definitely recommend this brush. Love it for liquid foundation. It really gives a little bit of a lighter coverage as well. It really sort of airbrushes the makeup, so if you've got a really thick, heavy cream foundation that you want to sort of disperse a little bit more, you don't want to look like you're caked with makeup, this is a good brush for you. Also, I haven't really got a really good contour brush. The only contour brush I have, which I really am not impressed with, is this MAC one that came in the Cinematics collection last year, and it's not very good, to be honest. I don't really like the fact it's yellow. So I got this, and this is the 945 Palladium Tools brush. This is the studio line, and I used it to contour today with. Absolutely love it. Great for applying contour in the hollows of your cheeks, but then obviously you need to use another brush to blend out with, or equally you could get 2 of these brushes and use the other one, a clean one obviously, to blend the contour out with. But I really recommend these brushes, really good brushes, and also Sigma do great brushes as well. There's so many different sort of more purse friendly budget brush lines that are really good quality, and they make the exact dupes of, you know, high-end MAC brushes, that you don't need to go and spend, you know, that much money on a MAC brush. But sometimes I do tend to buy a MAC brush if I really want it, like this one for instance I bought recently. This is the 188. I really wanted it, so I bought it. So yeah, that's brushes. Next is this palette, which I made absolutely ages ago, about a year ago now. And it just has some really nice pretty colours in, like everyday colours. We have here Quarry, Omega, 100 Strokes, which I think is discontinued, and Scrumptious Olive. And on my lid today I've got on these 2 colours mixed all over, and then I've got this colour here just in the corner. But I absolutely love this. If I'm really not sure what to do makeup wise, I'll bring this out and I'll just know exactly what to do. These colours are absolutely gorgeous. They're quite similar effect actually. I'll show you. Quite metallic-y, beautiful like plum colour, especially if you're brunette or redhead. Lovely, lovely colours for winter. So I've been really turning to this palette, and I think it's a really good idea to, you know, if you've got tons of MAC eyeshadows, to pick your favourite or buy replicas of them and put them in a little quad like this, because they're really easy to carry and stuff, and just really useful. I find that you probably will use them a little bit more often if they're like that. Let me just take this makeup off my hands now. So the next thing is, why do I keep saying so the next thing? Oh, anyway, so the next thing is the Anastasia Beverly Hills tinted brow gel. Now when I first got this, it kind of was the wrong colour for me. It's a little bit too red and light for me, but I do find if I do quite sharp sculpted brows, if I want to turn them down a notch, because sometimes it can be a bit too severe for your face, I put a little bit of this on and brush it out with just a disposable mascara wand, and it just diffuses the colour a little bit more, and it sort of lightens the brows. If you're doing a heavy smoky eye, sometimes you don't want really heavy brows as well, so this works really good for that. I absolutely love it. I don't think you need to spend this much money for a brow product though. I'm sure there's a lot of companies that do things like this that aren't $20. But I really like it nevertheless, and that she does great brow kits as well. Like she does brow powders, brow waxes, brow highlighters, so definitely check that out if you're not on a budget. Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. Now I really wanted to try their concealer, but I bought it online and I bought the shade that was too dark, which I mentioned before. This is Y2, and it looked, oopsie daisy, it looked like the right colour online. I'm actually an NC20 in MAC. And this was way too dark. I can use it to contour with a 180 on my cheeks, which is really good for that, so I'm obviously going to keep it. So I got my shade, which was in stock on Love Makeup, and this is Y1, and it's the most beautiful creamy concealer. It reminds me a lot of Bobbi Brown, but it's way cheaper and you get a lot more product as well. So I really recommend these. Good for spot concealing and, you know, under the eye. They're not too drying either, so I love those. I also bought one of the U Beauty calendars, advent calendars, for Christmas, and I got They're Real Benefit in them. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see on my photos, because I basically put a photo of what I get in the advent calendar every single day on there, so you can check, you know, what I get if you're interested in that. And I got the Benefit They're Real, and I've never actually tried this, believe it or not, and I absolutely love it. The good thing about this is that it actually comes with a brush, even though it's a mini size, and I absolutely love it. Can't go wrong with that. It is one of the best mascaras I've ever used. So try that if you haven't tried that. Every day, like I said, I've not been wearing so much makeup, but sometimes if I get a bit red on the eyelid, I'll use Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC just to neutralise any colour, and I always use this to prime because it's so creamy and it doesn't dry out if you look after it. I find the best way to apply this is just with my finger, and I'll just rub it all the way up, and you can even do it up to your brow bone, but it's a perfect, almost like, you know, natural colour. And this kind of looks like the colour of my foundation or concealer actually. But absolutely love that product, can't go wrong with it. And ages ago I bought the Lorac, I think it was the Pro Eyes kit or something like that, and it had the 3D Luster liquid in silver or shimmering top coat or something like that. And I absolutely love this for party makeup, and I've used this in a couple of my videos. And if you want, you know, your makeup to look a bit more like pow, if that makes sense, like if you haven't got any pigments or you want your makeup to look a little bit more party season, you can layer this on top of your eyeshadow and it'll just give that beautiful glow, not glow, sparkle, but it won't look like big chunks of glitter. It doesn't really look like a cheap product. It looks like it just makes your makeup look a lot more party seasonal, if that makes sense. And they look beautiful if you put it on the tear ducts as well. There's so many different things you can do with this, and I just think the packaging is really cool. It looks like a liquid, and it has like a little pipette that you can drip and put it on the back of your hand and then just apply it to your eyes directly. But you can lay this over any colour and it will just transform your eyes really. So I love that. Makeup wise, I've been loving using powders recently, even though I have dry skin. I find they're really useful, especially to contour, and because I'm just recently properly getting into contouring, sometimes it can go a bit wrong if I can't blend it properly. So what I'll do is I'll go over the contour with the Studio Fix in NC20, which is my colour, and just blend it in. So if I've done it a little bit too strong, I can sort of neutralise it out, and I just use this brush here, which is the NARS Kabuki brush. So I'll just go over with it just to blend it out a little bit more. And also, because I get quite red here, to make the contour look more what's the word, more defined, or, you know, more obvious, I'll just put a bit of that and then just press under here. So the line here is a little bit more exaggerated and just a little bit more, you know, evident, should I say. So yeah, love that. Just be careful you don't use too much, because if you have dry skin, it can make your skin look a bit old, and, you know, you still want a bit of a glow. And I also use the Select Sheer Pressed NC 5055. I use a tiny bit of that to contour with, but you can use whatever you want as long as it's got a grey undertone. Hoola by Benefit is good too, and Sleek do a really good contour palette. Love the Rodial Glam Tox Eye. I layer this over the top of my Ole Henriksen eye serum, the vitamin C one. Just a lovely formula. I love that it has SPF 15 in it, because obviously your eyes need a lot of protection, because that's where the first signs of aging show. And it basically just does everything. It deals with puffiness, fine lines, dark circles. It's basically like an ultimate eye product. So if you have like every single worry in the world, get this, because this will fix everything. Every single night I've been really loving using the Neal's Yard Beauty Sleep Concentrate, and Neal's Yard is one of the brands that I haven't really been keen on, because I'm not so into natural products. I still like to use them here and then, but sometimes I'm worried if they're not going to work, or, you know, if I don't like the smell, because they can be quite strong in fragrance wise. Even if it's natural, it can be still quite strong. So I picked this up and I absolutely love it, to be honest. It's comes out like, it says it's a serum, or, you know, concentrate, whatever. Comes out like a cream. I use about two to three pumps and just massage it into my face with upward circular motions. And what this does is, if you're exfoliating too much, or if your skin has, you know, suffered a lot of, you know, breakouts, or, you know, you wear a lot of makeup, put this on. It will basically just rebalance everything. It will keep your skin working in sync, and it will work with your skin as well. So it's just going to give you a little bit of a glow. It kind of reminds me of a cream version of the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery, which I also love that as well. But it's kind of nice to use a cream rather than oil. Now I always watch Viviana Does Makeup her videos, and she mentions a lot of products. I also read her blog as well, and she mentioned this Soap and Glory Heal Genius. Now I've got quite a lot of products, or tried a lot of products from Soap and Glory, because they're so affordable to try, and I've never actually used this, and I thought, why didn't I use it? But I have been using it recently. What I do is I use this here, which is my new, like, it's kind of like a pumice stone. I use this on my, like, wet feet. It has like quite a coarse side and more of a gentle side, and then I put this on after, and I put my feet in socks overnight. And this is a lovely product. It has menthol glycerin, which helps moisturise, macadamia oil, bilberry, orange and lemon, and fruit acid smoothers, which obviously help exfoliate the feet. So can't recommend that enough, and it's like only £8 or something, so that's good. And as I said, I'm going to kind of feature this as well, because I absolutely love this. This is kind of just a buy that I bought at TK Maxx. This is Elite Models. Apparently they do their own foot line, but yeah, really like that. I used to use like those cheese grater things, and I think they're kind of bad for your feet, and these are kind of less harsh and more natural, so I like those. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got to talk about now. But yeah, hope you're having a great day or evening, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.